Hello, Formula One fans all over the globe. You are in Paddock Headquarters. Thank you for watching the program. We, of course, are still on the summer break, 2023 Formula One season, and we talk all things Formula One here. Now, 2 points today, and the first one is the approval process for this 11th team. There still clearly seems to be a lot of things up in the air. Formula One, the teams, and the FIA, these discussions have to be going hot and heavy on a regular basis every single day regarding the approval of this 11th team. Now, I read some comments from Geunther Steiner, the team principal for MoneyGram Haas, as to why you should not allow an 11th team on the grid. And he essentially states, look, the instability of Formula One, the financial issues of Formula One in the past, now we're finally at a point where the teams have money, there's structures in place, the series has money, there's a lot of demand for these races around the globe, the fan base is growing. Now would not be a good time to allow an 11th team because you wouldn't want to upset the apple cart, or you wouldn't want to add anything into a system that's working and tinker with it and upset it. But in my opinion, Geunther gives the exact argument for why you should allow an 11th team on the grid. The fact that all the teams do have money. They have sponsors. Nobody wants to sell. The series is making money. The demand for the races. The growing fan base. That is exactly the reason. What would be the opposite? Would you wait until times are hard again and then allow an 11th team? So to me, it seems like Geunther goes and makes the argument for an 11th team, even though he is against allowing an 11th team at this time. So we will see what happens. I don't know if the FIA is going to say, look, we're going to approve this 11th team, Formula One, and you other 10 teams, you just got to deal with it. Or if there will be, in fact, a non-answer or a non-approval to any of the teams. But right now we have two questions to ask. Is there going to be an 11th team? And who will it be? So that's my point with Geunther's comments. The series is doing well. There's plenty of money. There's plenty of demand. Now, in fact, would be the time to allow an 11th team. The second point I wanted to make is Lewis Hamilton. Obviously, multiple champion. Mercedes is still not extended his contract over the next 2, 3, 4 years, whatever they happen to be dealing with. And you might have seen the reports that Ferrari, specifically the team owner, reached out to Lewis Hamilton directly. And I'm sure in that conversation, it went something like, whatever you want, Lewis, we want you over here at Ferrari. So if that's the case, Lewis and his team, Lewis did, in fact, if you believe the reports, declined the offer to go to Ferrari, at least at this point. And you have to believe that Lewis and his team got together and said, who do I have the best chance of winning a championship over the next 2 seasons or the next 3 seasons going into the new formula rules? And he has to believe that Mercedes has the best chance of challenging Red Bull again over the next 2 seasons, or anyone else who happens to develop. He has to believe that Mercedes has a better chance of doing that than Ferrari, because if Ferrari essentially would have offered him a boatload of money, and if it wasn't the money or the idea of teaming up with, Charles Leclerc, I'm sure he made him assurances, look, we're going to straighten everything out, we're going to build a faster car, we're going to be competitive. And I'm sure Lewis took all of that in and really assessed and said, you know what, my history with Mercedes is important, but ultimately he has to believe that he has a better chance of winning that next championship with Mercedes over Ferrari. Now, give it a month, give it 2 months, and if him and Mercedes have not signed yet, then you never know. He may actually go over to Ferrari. So we will see. Anyway, listen, thank you for watching my videos. I appreciate you. Follow, like, and subscribe. We talk Formula One, all things here. Paddock Headquarters, Paddock HQ out. Thank you.